Hello, welcome to cloudy Cape Town. We say cloudy Cape Town because it's such a cloudy morning today in Cape Town City, South Africa. Today we are headed to the waterfronts of Cape Town, and we're glad to have you come along with us on this roaming fruits video. Along the way, we came across this red double-decker bus, which is reminiscent of that of the city of London. It's no surprise considering that South Africa is a former British colony and currently a member of the British Commonwealth of Nations. We are glad to have you on today's episode, and we are determined to give you as much information about the waterfronts of Cape Town as much as possible. Welcome. Before we proceed, however, we would be glad if you're able to give this video a thumbs up, that is, give it a like by hitting on the like button. Also, if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, kindly please do subscribe as we aim to grow our community so we can reach more people far and wide. We'll be grateful if you do this for us in appreciation of the work we put in thus far. Thank you very much. We were quite early to the waterfront, and it's obvious as there were very few people available all around by the time we got there. It's important to note that the specific waterfront we went to is the V&A Waterfront. It's important to mention that the V&A stands for, that is, the V&A in V&A Waterfront stands for Victoria and Alfred, that is Queen Victoria of England. Thus, the Victoria Wharf building here is named after Queen Victoria of England. And V&A, that is the A, which is Alfred, is Prince Alfred, the second son of Queen Victoria. Prince Alfred visited the Cape Colony Harbour in 1860 as a 16-year-old Royal Navy midshipman. He made a big impression with the colonials on his first ever visit by a member of the British royal family. As such, they had the first basin of the Navy New Yard named after him, and the second was named after his mother, Queen Victoria. This place is situated in South Africa's oldest working harbour. It is a 123 hectares area which has been developed for mixed use with both residential and commercial real estate. There are over 450 retail outlets or stores here, and they include home and fashion wares, jewelry shops, as well as grocery shops, and also restaurants, some very classy restaurants, I must say. There is a cinema complex and also places to get leather goods and audiovisual equipment. It was quite a beautiful place to visit, and there were many remarkable landscapes or land sites that we would be seeing as we go along in this video. Something that grabbed our attention during the visit to the V&A Waterfront were the seals. They are called the lazy seals by the locals, which is quite interesting. The Cape Fur seals belong to the eared seals family and are subspecies of the Afro-Australian fur seal. These seals are the largest of all the fur seal varieties. They have relatively large heads with a pointed snout and small external ear flaps. The Cape Fur seal adult males are dark gray to brown with a darker mane, coarse hairs, and a light belly. They measure an average of 2.3 meters in length and weigh between 200 and 300 kilograms. Adult females, on the other hand, are light brown to gray with a light throat and darker back and belly. They measure an average of around 1.8 meters long and weigh between 80 to 120 kilograms. Cape seals are often referred to as the dogs of the ocean. They are possibly the most curious and playful mammals you will ever have the joy of interacting with. While it's unusual to get a close-up view of these seals because they prefer offshore islands as their breeding grounds, a colony of Cape Verde seals are, however, a familiar sighting at the V&A Waterfront here in Cape Town, South Africa. These seals are often spotted chilling in the harbour. They have become an integral part of the harbour life here, entertaining Cape Townians and visitors with their playful nature. As any Cape Town tourist will tell you, the waterfront does offer a lot of fun things to photograph. And on this day in particular, we found ourselves focusing on the hard to miss gleaming bronze seal statue standing proudly in front of the magnificent Table Bay Hotel. It stands adjacent to the jetty too and in front of the hotel's main entrance. Oscar, the 2.7-meter high bronze seal statue, sculpted and delivered in 1997 by South African sculptor Danny Doshaga, was commissioned by the hotel group in memory of Oscar, the Cape Verde seal, and his fisherman friend, whom Oscar had inherited his name from. The beloved fairy figure called the Table Bay Jetty home, and the opening team had adopted it during the construction phase of the hotel itself. For many years, the sail delighted both waterfront tourists and locals alike. But sadly, it died due to injuries sustained in a boating accident during or in 2003. However, seeking out a place to bask in the sun, Oscar's pups continue his legacy of visiting the Table Bay Jetty on a daily basis, basically becoming much sought after photographic fodder in the process. As such, the majority of the seals you see at the Cape Town waterfront or the V&A waterfront are descendants of Oscar, whose bronze statue we had here. it was quite a funny thing to observe as these two gentlemen tried their possible best to take pictures with the sails. And as you noticed, I guess some of the sails were scared off and they decided to jump into the water. And it's quite beautiful seeing them swim the way they do. It's such a nice day, I must say. Here at the V&A Waterfront, you would come across boats, luxurious and non-luxurious ones as such, and some yachts that can take you to various places from this dock. And one of such places is the Robben Islands, the famous Robben Islands, where Nelson Mandela was once imprisoned. Mandela spent 18 of the 27 years he had in prison on the Robben Island from 1964 to 1982. From the 17th to the 20th century, the Robben Island served as a place of banishment and isolation, as well as imprisonment for people, most people who were anti-apartheid activists. Today, it's a World Heritage Site and a museum, a poignant reminder of the road that had to be walked to the newly democratic South Africa, and the price that so many people paid for the freedom of the Rainbow Nation as we have it today. The triple-story Nelson Mandela Gateway to Robben Island Glass Museum links the V&A Waterfront with the Robben Island Museum on the island itself. It also incorporates the passenger ferry terminal. So, if you intend to visit the Robben Islands from Cape Town, one of the recommended places would be the V&A Waterfront, where you take one of these boats to the famous or infamous as it may, Robben Islands. Thanks for doing us the honors of coming along with us on this video episode as we bring you sights and sounds of the V&A Waterfront in Cape Town, South Africa. Whenever in Cape Town, we highly recommend that you visit the V&A Waterfront for the sights and sounds as well as the boats that might lead you to the Robben Islands. Until the next video, it's goodbye for now. See you.